Thursday afternoon. Hey, look, I love everybody and I love what I'm doing, coaching and helping people. I used to coach sports. I was a football coach, a head college football coach at a Division III school. And, I played in Big Ten school and I worked with a lot of athletes and, coached a lot of different sports, basketball, football, soccer, softball. I was able to do those things and I saw a lot. I met a lot of great people. I learned a lot from a lot of different people. And it's just been a beautiful ride to be able to give back and share some top quality principles when it comes down to being unbreakable. And so today I got my Extreme Youth Sports jacket on. I want to give them a shout out for what they do with the youth. Just an amazing job. It's an after school program, the best after school program here in Longwood, Florida, and they just do a phenomenal job in working with the youth and really teaching them how to have an unbreakable spirit and an unbreakable attitude, and actually equipping the youth to be able to maximize their skill sets and learn who they are. So shout out to Extreme Youth Sports. I had opportunity to spend some time or spend season with them, working with them and their kids and in the program, and the parents just amazing. The owners, Kia and Jacob, they just amazing people and just love her vision to be able to help the youth. And they've been doing that for 13 plus years. And so love you, Extreme Youth Sports. Continue doing what you're doing. So today we're going to focus on the in Unbreakable. What exactly does the N mean? It is never give up. A lot of times people don't understand what that means. Quitting or making an adjustment or never giving up. Those are kind of three different things that require three different skill sets, three different mindsets. But the one I'm going to focus on today is the one where you have a setback. And most people see that as a failure when they have a setback. But it's because really you're looking at it and reading a setback wrong. A setback is really just a signal to say, what do I need to learn? What is this trying to teach me? Where do I need to pivot next? And usually a setback is really an opportunity to make an adjustment for increase in advance. But most people get caught in their feelings. Most people get caught in their mindset, thinking negative about the situation. And most people just don't understand that just because you take a lesson or a loss, don't look at it as a loss, but it's a lesson. The first thing you're supposed to say is, wow, where am I supposed to make this adjustment to next? What's coming next? Because it's always a positive movement after that. But that's only if you look at it as, let me see what this is trying to teach or share. And usually, I remember when I got fired on my day off. Uh, it was amazing. So it was a Thursday, and I wasn't even at work. But when I came in on Friday, I had to deal with some situations. And, later, a week or two down the line, they determined that I was at fault, probably because, for whatever things that they needed to do there. But I could have taken that as they did me wrong. I'm gonna sue. Uh, I wasn't even at work, but I didn't have that attitude about it. The attitude I took was, what's coming next? What am I supposed to, what's my next move? Because obviously my season is over here. So what great move is coming next? Well, 4 months down the line, I get a phone call to come in for an interview as the executive director of a career school with two campuses. And it was a move that was 3 times the responsibility, 3 times the salary, 3 times the freedom and the ability to affect more people. But had I had the wrong mindset, and if I had not looked at that as an opportunity to make an adjustment, then I would have never positioned myself to be able to receive that executive director's position. And so don't look at a setback as something that's a loss for you, whether it's your job, whether it's your relationships, no matter what, whether it's your business partnerships. Sometimes it's an opportunity to just simply sit down and say, what's in store for me next? And have a really good attitude about it so that you don't attract negative situations because of a situation that happened to you. Uh, when you treat every setback like a signal, you shift to something greater if you treat it like a signal. Second, uh, grit and having a bounce back type of an attitude is really about building your muscle to be able to overcome. And so you don't wish for things to happen bad to you, but watch what people do when they have an adjustment, a setback. In the coaching world, coaches get fired, they shift staff, and they do it every 3, 4, 5 years. Those coaches go from one place, they go to another program, they learn how to coach other positions. And we need to do that in life off the field as well. You're in a relationship, it doesn't work out. You say, okay, what did I need to learn? What did I need to do better? What was something that uh, I was good at? What was something I needed to do better? And then you make that adjustment and you keep a positive attitude about it so that you can attract a positive relationship from it. But when you have a bad thought or feeling about it, then you will continue to attract negative things. And it almost seems like, okay, now here comes this happen. Well, there goes my car. Well, here come a bill. Well, here comes that. And sometimes it seems like, man, everything is coming at me. And that's usually because we're attracting that because of how we're thinking about things. And so that's just a little food for thought for you. And then the third one is point I like to make is comebacks usually require some type of clarity, not just motivation to overcome. Sometimes motivation is tough, and it's tough because we're not clear on what our next moves are. And so I remember that job that I got fired from on my day off. uh, I was unclear at the time whether I should move home to take care of my parents, my dad and my mom, because they were getting elder, or should I move to Florida? And that was a decision that I needed to make. And I was just so perplexed by what to do. And I kind of got in my prayer closet and I said, Lord, what do I need to do? I need to know real clear on whether I'm supposed to prepare to go to Florida or whether I'm supposed to prepare to move home. And I prayed this prayer on a Sunday. Next thing I know, that Thursday, I wasn't at work, came in on Friday. Everything broke loose. 2 weeks later, I was told I needed to resign or be fired. I said, you have to fire me because I can explain being fired, but I could not explain, resigning. But what that helped me do was bring clarity in what my next move was because I wasn't quite prepared to move to Florida. So I knew at that point in time I needed to move home, take care of my parents, and get prepared. It was the best move, clear, clarity. My steps was ordered because when I moved home, I was able to make 3 times the amount of money. That's when I got that phone call for the executive director, for a position I never even applied for. Just it was beautiful. I was there when both my parents passed away. I was able to take care of the house, and then I finally moved to Florida afterwards, and it was just beautiful, even though it didn't look like it at the time when things happened. And so just understand that when you have a setback or when you have a lesson or a loss, it's time to get clarity. It's time to find out what grit muscles you need to train. And most importantly of all, it's a signal to say, let me reevaluate, let me see where I am and what I need to do. And I hope that was really helpful for the end, for never give up and becoming unbreakable. With that, that's my time today. I hope it was very helpful. And I see you guys on Thursday at 10 a.m. Extreme Youth Sports. Continue doing what you're doing. Love you guys. Praying for you guys. Praying for your success. Continue impacting those kids' life. I'm Kevin C. Bozeman,